Spring Regional 1 done. You know what time it is. Turn this audio down. You know what time it is. We got the Post Regional 1 Spring RLCS North American Split Spring Regional North American RLCS 1. And we got second place. It was a regional with a lot of ups and downs. Mostly ups. Arsenal was one of the best players in North America this weekend, frankly. Daniel had a great weekend. I think I had a pretty good grand finals, other than ungoing twice in the final game, which I will be showing after this game 7-7-0 we had against G2 in the first set. But I don't think we had too bad of a bracket. I think we've had unluckier brackets. I think we played two solid teams in uppers before we lost to Faze, a Crew and Oxygen. A Crew was one we hadn't scrimmed since we played SIP, or since we were SIP. So we had to scrim with them the week before. I think they beat us in the scrim, honestly. I mean, it was close to even, but it's a good team. We knew that we weren't nervous going into them, but we knew that if we didn't show up, then they could 100% beat us. So, thankfully, we took them down to the sweep. They scored 2 goals. Fifi had a gross breezy flick, and then I don't remember the other one. But, yeah, through a sweep. Round 1. Finishing that first series is a very big sigh of relief, but shout out to those guys because they're mechanical and good. They finished top 8 this weekend, so well done to those guys. Almost beat V1 too. Should have been top 6, but I'm sure they will bounce back next regional. And then we played Mr. Oxygen, LJ, top 10 player in North America. I've been saying it for a while. He almost, not 1v3'd us, but he almost took us down pretty, not single-handedly. His team played good. That is to take away, not to take away from Toastier Gaming, but he was gross against us. Forced us into a game 5. We smacked them in the game 5, but taking 2 games off of us in that form was pretty impressive. So shout out to the Oxygen guys. And we've been trying a few new things playstyle-wise. I think we've been speeding it up a lot. We've tried some stuff. We've changed up some stuff with like coaching and just stuff like that. And I think it'll definitely help us in the long run. Not going to go into detail. My team, not yours. But we've been working really hard for this regional, and getting second place in this regional meant everything, because starting off strong, like, you have a regional every other weekend. So we finished Sunday, we won't play till the next Friday. So what is that? 12, 11 days. For those 11, 12 days, if you play bad or have a bad regional like NRG did, that's all you're thinking about for the entire time, and just like nervous if you're not going to make the next land. So starting off with a good start is amazing for us. Look at this pass for that. Look at that pass. But play Faze in the upper semis, while G2 is playing Ghost. Shout out Ghost for the top 4 performance. But about to play Faze. We know what we need to do. We know what they're going to do. We take the first 2 games, they call a timeout, they take 4 straight. What can you do? We knew exactly what they were doing when they won the 4. We just couldn't adjust to it in time, because it's something that they don't really do much. Won't go into detail with that either, because I don't want teams to know what we're doing against them. But we were like, if we play that team again, we're just going to smack them, because there's no way they should be able to win playing like that. Granted, play them in lower final 4-1. That's just what we do. If First Killer wasn't First Killer, we would have won that series, the first series in uppers. But he's just scoring everything, so best player in the world. Lose that 2-4, and we run back into the lowers, so we're top 6. Win the first 2, lose our phase. We're guaranteed top 6, which is decent. Putting ourselves in a decent enough spot to make London. And we play the version 1, who is a team we've had a bunch of success against. Don't really know why that is. They didn't have a great tournament. They got swept by Ghost. Not to take away from Ghost, obviously V1 is just should be winning that series, or at least keeping it close. And they didn't. So they got swept by Ghost, and they had to reverse sweep a Crew. So they're not playing their best, and we knew that. With our already good matchup against them, we had 4 of them regional 1, I think, in winter, and then we had 4-2'd them on LAN. We were the only North American team they haven't beat yet out of the top teams. We were feeling pretty confident, and our confidence was not, I don't know the word I'm looking here for, but we had a reason to be confident. We 4-0'd them. They took a timeout after game 2, and game 3 we 7-0'd them. I think that pretty much sums up the series and how this weekend went in general. We were just scoring a lot. 7-0'd this team, we 7-0'd V1. I think we like 5-1 Oxygen one of the games. We were just scoring a ton of goals. So shout out to Arsenal for having the best weekend he's had in so long, and the major. The last 2 tournaments have been Arsenal's best stretch of 2 tournaments in like the 2 years I've teamed with them. So shout out to Mr. T-Shock. He had quite the event. So we 4-0 them. We are running into so we're guaranteed top 4. We're done with Saturday. Everything else is played on Championship Sunday. We watch Ghost beat Envy, I believe, 4-1. And, I mean, Ghost is now 3-0'd NRG. 3-0'd Ghost. Lost to G2 4-1, but best team, one of the best teams in the world, if not the best. And 4-1 to Envy. Those are quite the results. Shout out to Ghost. I won't say we were nervous. We're already top 4. We've put ourselves in a good spot even if we've lost. And it's weird because you're in a spot, and once you clinch top 4 like this, you're usually facing off against a Faze, an NRG, a G2, a V1. You don't really ever expect to see Ghost there. Switch games. But that's what happened. And I don't want to watch this game. I own gold twice. But it's okay. We'll watch it. Finding Ghost in that match to make lower finals was strange. I do think they overperformed. I think they're a lot better with Hoxer. I think they're a top 6, top 7 team. I don't know if they make London. I hope so. I like those guys a lot, but play them. I think we win 2, lose the 3rd, win the next 2, or win 1, lose the 2nd, win the next 3, something like that. But I felt like we had it pretty under control the whole time. We're a lot more experienced than they were. I think they're playing a lot more nervous and panicky than we are. We're a little bit more accustomed to Championship Sundays, and they are no roast or ego intended there. It's just we've played a lot more than they have. It's like saying Energy's played a lot more than we have. They have. So close them out 4-1 and pretty easily. I had a nice shot in game 3, bar down. That felt really good to win that game. But so we are guaranteed top 3 now. We are in the lower final against Faze Clan, who just got 4-1'd by G2, I believe. Yeah, I believe it was 4-1. A team who we had just lost to in uppers. We had watched over the replays, and we're like, if we play this team again, we're just going to smack them. Because if they play like this, there's no reason we should ever lose. No matter how good First Killer is, no matter how mechanical AJ is, there's no reason we should ever lose to that playstyle. And that's what we did. They win the first 2, or we win the first 2. They take a timeout like they did on Saturday. They win 1. We instantly timeout. Not trying to lose 4 in a row like we did last time. Talked about it a little bit. Figured out what we needed to do. And yeah, we won the next 2. 4-1 over Faze. Feels great. Because right now, the NRG, like, kind of not falling off. They're not falling off. 2 bad events. Us and Faze are, like, basically the 2nd and 3rd best team. What a shot there from Arsenal. I think G2's a little step ahead. Not by much. But I do think they're a little step ahead from us and Faze. And then I think V1 and Ghost are a little behind. Not a decent amount behind us and Faze as well. So us and Faze are neck and neck at the moment in my eyes. That's the one team that we need to beat. And we'll be golden. So we take them down 4-1. Felt great. And we are back into a match versus G2. We've only played them twice this season. Once at LAN and once this weekend. LAN, they killed us. But if you actually go back and watch that series, I think we got outscored like 10-7. And out of their 10, I think 4 of them were kickoff goals. So, I mean, I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying it was a lot closer than it seemed. We just messed up a lot on kickoffs. And by we, I mean me. I messed up like 3 of them. But back in the grand finals, we know what we need to do. We start the first series. We're playing great. Game 1 got stolen from us because we trolled. And then we ended up winning the series in 7. We feel pretty good. Arsenal's exhausted. I think this is this is definitely my best series of the weekend. I was playing really good the first series against G2. Arsenal's a little tired. I don't know. Daniel's still playing Daniel. We go into the second series. And, I mean, we still know how we want to play. We still want to play the exact same way. It's just a lot harder when you're tired. We had played a lot that day. Again, not blaming it on them. They were the better team that day. But I don't think it was by a lot. I think we were pretty evenly matched. shout out to those guys. I do really think we found a playstyle that'll be able to match their speed, and that's great because matching G2 speed is one of the hardest things in the game. Shout out to Chicago. He had a crazy event this weekend. We lose the second series 2-4. You're about to see me own goal. I slammed the ball into JNaps's car on the wall, and then I actually just missed the ball off the backboard after that. So tough way to lose. This series was definitely on me. I didn't play as good as I could have, but can't be mad at second place, you know. Shout out Arsenal, shout out Daniel. Great event from both of them. I think this was a huge stepping stone for us as a team. I think a lot of the tournaments we've had, it's kind of like, I mean, we could improve on this, but like I don't really see this style working right there. But this one, I really do feel like we could continue playing like this and just get better and better and better. So hopefully that's what we'll do. Shout out to all the fans. We had the fan vote over. I think we had an 83% fan vote on Faze, which is stupid, and a 63 on NRG. Like, you guys are crazy. I can't believe we're actually like, other than NRG, because we haven't had a fan vote against them in a while since they haven't been on a Champ Sunday in a while. We haven't had a fan vote on them in a while, but who knows at this point. You know, Arsenal and Daniel bring in a huge fan base, and I like to think that I attribute a little bit to that, and I'm proud of you guys for that. So I appreciate that a lot. I love doing these types of videos because I like talking to you guys in front of a camera. I feel like I'm good at that when I know what I'm talking about. Not when I'm doing like predictions or stuff. When I'm talking about our tournament, I do like doing that. So if you guys like these types of videos, let me know. Leave a like, subscribe, comment. And I will see you guys for the next regional. Peace, guys.